Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to continue with the thing which we have started, that is Euler's theorem. And we have covered two formulas in Euler theorem, but two more formulas are left, okay, which we are going to derive in this session and see problems based on them. But before starting with the session, hope you have subscribed the channel so that we can bring more engineering content for you guys. Now with that said, let's begin with the lecture. So the new two formulas, but let's revise the previous Euler theorems. So first Euler theorem. So the first thing which we are going to see, so the first thing is x dou u by dou x plus y dou u by dou y equals to n times u. This is the formula which we have derived. Second one was x squared dou square u by dou x square plus 2xy dou square u by dou x dou y plus y square dou square u by dou x square is equals to n into n minus 1 times u. So you must have remembered these two formulas on which we have done two sessions, but now we are going to move on to the modified version of these two formulas, which we call deduction of Euler's theorem. The word deduction actually means, okay, the word deduction means that the theorems are same only, but they are represented in new format. Okay, now how they are represented in new format, let me tell you. Suppose, okay, let me derive the expression, but before deriving it, let me write what we are going to derive. The third formula which you will see, which is just the modified version of this, which is nothing but x dou u by dou x into y dou u by dou y is nothing but n into f of u upon f dash u. Okay, so this is the thing which you are going to see. Now the fourth formula which you will see is nothing but x squared dou square u, which is this, similar to this, the deduction form of this, dou square u by dou x square plus 2xy dou square u by dou x dou y plus y square dou square u by dou y square, sorry, here I mentioned x square, y square is equals to g of u into g dash u minus 1. Okay, now before starting, okay guys, so this was they were the two formulas which we are going to derive. So let's derive the third one. Okay, let's derive the third one. Suppose there is a homogeneous function h such that h equals to f of u. Okay, now since h is homogeneous, so I can use these two formulas by Euler's theorem. I can say x dou u by dou x, sorry, x dou h by dou x into y dou h by dou y is equals to n times what, h. Now, but if you remember, we have said that h is what? H is f of u. So we can put h is equals to f of u. So what we are going to get, let me take the equation. So x dou f of u by dou x plus y dou f of u by dou y, sorry, h and f of u. Okay, now if we can differentiate this, so what we are going to get is f dash u into dou u by dou x, y into f dash u into dou u by dou y equals to n of f of u. This will be as it is, there is no differentiation only here. So what we are going to do, we will divide throughout by f dash u. What we are going to get? X dou u by dou x, y dou u by dou y equals to n times f of u upon f dash u. So you can clearly see we got the proof which we wanted, hence proved. Now let's prove this fourth one. What was the fourth one? This was the fourth one. Okay, and similarly like here we proved this one using this, the similar way we are going to prove this one using this. So I will call this one as 1. First step, partially differentiate 1 with respect to x. What we are going to get? Dou u by dou x plus x dou square u by dou x square, right? Y dou square u by dou x dou y, right? And here let's call it some g of u. Okay, let's call this some g of u function. So if this is g of u, if I differentiate, then it will be g dash u into dou u by dou x, right? So let's call it a. Now partially differentiate 1 with respect to y. What we are going to get? X dou square u by dou y dou x. Here it will be dou u by dou y firstly, then it will be, so we are getting dou u by dou y, and if I differentiate this one, partially differentiate this one, what we will get? Here it will be something like y dou square u by dou y square, right? Further on, if you see, what we are going to get here is equals to again g dash u into dou u by dou y, right? So let's call this b. Add. Okay, but before adding, what we should do, we should multiply this. Listen, what I think is that in this formula you can clearly see x square is there and y square is there. So to create x square and y square, what we need to do is that multiply here by x and multiply this one by y and multiply this one by x. So multiply a by x and b by y. So we get what we get? We get x dou u by dou x, x square dou square u by dou x square into xy dou square u by dou x dou y is equals to, so what we are going to get is dou square u, and here further on what we will get? X g dash u into dou u by dou x. Let's call this some c, and similarly what we will have here? Xy dou square u by dou y dou x, y dou u by dou y, y square dou square u by dou y square equals to y g dash u into du by dy. Let's call this d. So let's add c and d. If we add c and d, what we are going to get? We are going to get, first thing, x square dou square u by dou x square, secondly y square dou square u by dou y square, and then you know one property of partial differentiation which we have continuously used till now, which was, I mentioned that dou square u by dou y dou x is equal to dou square u by dou x dou y. This property you should know. So since they both are equal, you can clearly see they both are equal. This one and this one. Okay, this one and this one. So they both are equal, so they will add on and become 2 twice. And we know this property, so by using this property you can mention it in the reason: 2xy dou square u by dou y dou x. You can write it dou x dou y, it's up to you. Further, what we are going to get plus what we are going to get extra is that x dou u by dou x and y dou u by dou y. equals to x. We can take g dash outside and I will be left with what I am writing it here, x dou u by dou x and y dou u by dou y. But wait, firstly I know x dou u by dou x and y dou u by dou y is n times u or n times h in this case. But should I replace it by nh or should I replace it by g of u, which we call n f of u upon f dash u. So since you know that this proof which I was proving was in all the terms were in g of u or g dash u, so I should substitute g of u and I should not use n of h. So I will substitute here g of u and you can mention the reason from the one. So what we are going to get, x square dou square u by dou x square plus y square dou square u by dou y square plus 2xy dou square u by dou y dou x twice, plus here it will be g of u, right, and here it will be g dash u. And if you see, this is also what, this is also g of u only, so this is also g of u. I will move this g of u here and take g of u outside. So what I am going to left with is simple, is g of u into g dash u minus g dash u minus 1, right. And here what we have, x square dou square u by dou x square into y square dou square u by dou y square plus 2xy dou square u by dou y dou x plus, okay, this there will be nothing. So we have proved whatever we wanted, so hence proved. But I am going to again mention, proof is not of no importance, okay, it can come in the means paper but as a theoretical. But what more important is that there is high probability of questions coming from this topic compared to theorem, because the theorem is very easy. You can clearly see there is twice differentiation, and in the starting also it was twice differentiation. So I don't think that theorem is that much important, but yeah, you should derive it. But it has very less chance to appear in the examination as per what I consider this examination, okay, engineering examination, which happens in colleges. Any question based on it, okay, they can appear for sure. Now how to differentiate between the questions of these types. This type of question will have some function f of x comma y will be equal to some x by y thing into some sine inverse thing, log xy stuff, okay, or that's only that much thing. So what you get any idea that you can shift this term here and then you will solve in this type. And this is the basic truth to identify this type of question. If the although you can identify the from the proof also, okay, which we mostly do, but how to identify from the questions, that is what I am going to tell you. Okay, now let's take some question, then you will get some more clear-cut idea how to deal with these questions. So let me take the questions. So the first question we are going to take is this one. The question says, if u sine inverse bracket x power 1 by 3 plus y power 1 by 3 the whole upon x power 1 by 2 minus y power 1 by 2 bracket close, prove that x square dou square u by dou x square plus 2xy dou square u by dou x dou y plus y square dou square u by dou y square equals to tan of u the whole upon 144 into 13 plus tan square u. Now as I mentioned, there will be some u with sine inverse and x by y thing, and you can clearly see there is something like that. Now one more hint. Now you can clearly see here that we have something like x square dou square u by dou x and 2xy dou square u by dou xy. So you know I'm going to use what formula? Second one, which is the fourth formula in the deduction one. And deduction actually means that the thing will be same, just a new form. It is like a person with the different face, although the work he does is same only, just a different face. So the theorem is same only, just now two ways to identify. Here if inverse function is present, log is present and x by y, then you can identify, yes, it is a question from what? Euler's deduction theorems. Now if there is, you can identify from the proof also that yes, this question is from deduction theorem of Euler's. Now how we will prove? First, u equals to what sine inverse, this you have to write. After writing this, remember all the things which we have proved, we always consider the function to be homogeneous. So what we will do, we will shift this sine inverse to this side, which will become sine u. So sine u equals to x power 1 by 3 plus y power 1 by 3 the whole power 1 by 2 minus y power 1 by 2. Let's call it some h, x comma y. The three of them are equal and they are what? H, x comma y. Now put x. Remember all the theorems which we derived were for homogeneous functions, so we have to prove homogeneous theorem, then only we can apply the things. So put x is equals to lambda x and y equals to lambda y, and I have told you in entire video I have taken to prove how to prove homogeneous functions. Okay, so we have discussed a variety of questions, so hope you will understand why we are doing this. So what we have, lambda x lambda y equals to x. What we are going to have here, I will take lambda power 1 by 3 outside. Okay, I'm not going to write the whole inside lambda and all that stuff. I know I am going to take lambda 1 by 3 outside from here. That thing I know, clear cut. So I'm going to take it directly outside. I'm not going to waste my time. So I will write here 1 by 3 plus y power 1 by 3. From here I know lambda 1 by 2 will come outside. So x power 1 by 2 minus y power 1 by 2. That means you have grown up so much that you can understand this basic step. I can skip. Although you need to show those steps in examination. I am again mentioning. So lambda power 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. My aim is that you should understand the concept. Okay. X power 1 by 2 minus y power. I can write those steps. There is no issue. But the video will become lengthy for without any reason. So I need to skip some steps. So here I can call this h of x comma y, and this will be what? This will be what? Minus 1 by 2, and this is h of x comma y. And if you remember, in homogeneous function, if this thing appears, we called it homogeneous. So h x comma y is homogeneous. I am writing it hf of degree n equals to minus 1 by 2 in two variables. What variables? X comma y. After doing this step, you are done with the proving of homogeneous function. Now you know that this is what we know. H of x comma y equals to sine u equals to what? F of u. Here all of three of them are equal, right? So this is homogeneous, so this will also be homogeneous. Now we know that all the things is equals to n times f of u upon f dash u. So I need to get my f of u. So we will equate this equal to sine u and call it f of u. That is the process. Okay, keep in mind you have to prove h of x comma y homogeneous y to get the degree n. Then what you have to consider this which you have shifted sign there. You have to consider f of u and get f of u upon f dash u. So f of u equals to sine u, therefore f dash u equals to what? F dash u will be equal to what? It will be nothing but cos u, right? Now what? And I already know minus 1 by 2. Okay, I think here it will be minus 1 by 6, right? Here it will be minus 1 by 6. I didn't multiply it only. Okay, it is minus 1 by 6. So degree is minus 1 by 6. Now what we can do is by Euler's theorem. You don't need to mention that by deduction Euler's theorem. You have to just mention that by Euler's theorem. By Euler's theorem. What you can write? X dou u by dou x into y dou u by dou y equals to n of f of u upon f dash u, which is nothing but minus 1 by 2l. What is this? Sin u upon cos u, which is nothing but minus 1 by 2l tan u. Right? So you got this thing. After getting this thing, what is your next thing? Here g of u. G of u is what? Minus tan u by 1 by 2l. Right? What I am going to do, by Euler's theorem, x square dou square u by dou x square plus y square dou square u by dou y square plus 2xy dou square u by dou y dou x is equals to g dash u. Now can I get g dash u? Yes, it's very easy. Minus x square u by 1 by 12. What we can do? So I'm going to substitute. What was it? Was g of u into g dash u minus 1. So g of u is nothing but this, minus tan u by 12 into g dash u is nothing but minus x square u by 12 minus 1. If I remember properly, sec square u I can write as 1 plus tan square u. So I will substitute that. Or you can do one more thing to reduce this negative. Take it outside, it will become plus. So it is automatically tan u. Then you can by 12 into 1 plus tan square u plus 12, the whole by 12. Right? This will become 144. And we are left with into tan u into 13 plus tan square u. Okay, so we are getting this thing and we are done with this question. Hope you have understood each and every step. Now let's consider the next question. So the next question which we are going to consider is, let me take the question. The question is not. So the next question which we are going to take is this question, which is if u equals to cosec inverse x power 1 by 2 plus y 1 by 2 into x 1 by 3 plus y 1 by 3, prove that x square dou square u by dou x square plus 2xy dou square u by dou x dou y plus y square dou square u by dou y square equals to tan u by 12 into 13 by 12 plus 1 by 12 into tan square u. Now again, as I mentioned you, there is an inverse function. By the proof also you can see that what is being used here, it is deduction Euler's theorem. What my job is, let, just write this or don't use let, it's up to you. You need to remember the process, that is very crucial in this type of question. Shift this that side. Let's call it what? H of x comma y. After doing this, put x is equals to lambda x and y equals to lambda y in h x comma y. The moment you do, you will get h lambda x comma lambda y equals to, I am going to take lambda 1 by 2 outside simply. What we are going to get here, lambda power 1 by 3. If I move it up, what we are going to have, this time it will be minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 into h of x comma y, which will be nothing but minus 1 by 6 into h of x comma y, and this is equals to h lambda x comma lambda y. Now here I can directly say that h is a homogeneous function. So h of x comma y is a homogeneous function of degree n equals to 1 by 6, right? And since the degree is 1 by 6, what we can do? Okay, in two variables, x comma y. Now we know what, h of x comma y equals to what, cosec u equals to f of u. Now the question which we did, you can mention it by Euler theorem that g of u is n times f of u upon f dash u, okay, or you can use the Euler theorem and prove that, okay, it's up to you. So in the first question I went with the steps, but in this question you can go directly what, by the way I'm telling. You need to find f dash u firstly. Cosec dou by dou u of cosec u will be nothing but it will be, wait, what do we are doing any mistake or what, x lambda power 1 by 3, okay, are we doing, okay, no, cosec u dot cot u, okay. Now what we are going to do, we got f dash u. Now our job is to get what, our job is to mention that g of u is what. So by Euler's theorem, okay, Euler's theorem, g of u is nothing but n times f of u upon f dash u, right, which will be 1 by 6 firstly. Secondly, it will be what, cosec u by cosec u minus outside dot cot u, which is nothing but tan u minus by 6. And if you want to get g dash u, it will be what, minus sec square u by 6. So we got this thing. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do by Euler's theorem. X square dou square u by dou x square, y square dou square u by dou y square into 2xy dou square u by dou y dou x equals to g of u into g dash u, which is minus tan u by 6 into g dash u minus sec square u by 6 minus 1. Take the minus outside, minus will disappear. Here it is 6. What you are going to do, you are going to multiply, but here tan square u will be there, okay. Okay, so what we are getting, 1 plus tan square u, here it will be 6 and here it will be 6. Now our answer is entirely different. Here it will be 7 by, okay, let me check whether the question is wrong or what. Let me check. Yeah, the question has some mistake. It should be 1 by 2. If here it will be 1 by 2, then here it will be 1 by 6 into 2, which will be 1 by 12. And if it is 1 by 12, then rest of the story you know only. Okay, so not a big change. Here you just replace 6 by 12 and you will get the same answer. So here it will be 12 and here it will be 12 and here it will be 12. So final answer you can get tan u by 144 into 113 plus tan square u 13 plus tan square u by 12, which is nothing but same thing only. Okay, they have not distributed the 12, they have kept it as it is. It's up to you. So my part was to explain you how the things came, okay, and I did that. But some silly mistake appears because in engineering mathematics things are very lengthy and there is very high probability of making small mistakes like this, okay, like writing the wrong question, okay, doing some small mistakes. So please avoid this type of mistake. So we are done with this session, okay. So let's see you in the next video. Till then, try all these problems, and the next session will probably be the last session of this Euler's reduction theorem, and then we will move up to Euler's theorem of multiple variables, that is 3 variables. So bye, thank you.